Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We're playing a 7-point match on backgammonhub.com, and we will see how it goes. I will try to explain my thinking a bit as we go along, and we'll take a look at the computer analysis afterwards. Got a lot of shots here. We're hitting on the 5-point. Not sure whether to enter with the 5 and hit with the 3 or the other way around. I mean, distribution is bad here, but the builder's on the 10 and it's a better split. So let's do this. In other words, I'd rather be on the 20 than the 22. I don't like stripping the 8 there too much. But on balance, I believe it was the correct play. Okay, let's just keep hitting and hope something good happens. Could have made the 20 there, I guess. You can give up his 20 and hit me, which I probably would, but because I only got a 1-point board. So, I don't know. That's not part of the reason why I hit him instead of making the 20 last turn, because his board is still weak. Okay, we should say good match to my opponents. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hitting looks a little funny. Once again, I can make the 20. And then I'd play 10 to 9, so that looks okay. Bill's sort of the best available point. I could make the 9, but then I'm opening myself up to being batted around back there. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. Is there anything else? Hitting doesn't look right. Okay, let's just lock up the best available point. Not sure about this because he's hitting with kind of 2s, 4s, 6s, and 1s here. But I like the 20 point. Maybe not 2s. No, he was hitting with 2s. Okay, so 1. Okay. Obviously, a few options there. I think my play looks like decent structure, though. Okay, what's he going to do? Probably 13 to 8, 6 to 3. I think he does. He wants the guy back on the 24 as opposed to the 21. So I believe that's the right play. You're down in the race a little bit. This guy could be attacked. 6 to 3 is kind of bad, but it's not too bad. Because I don't know, what are you doing with these checkers? You know, I guess you want to make the 4-point with them, which he is trying to do. Okay, some 2 dupage. Okay, let's see how he wants to. 6, if he hits, the 6 is bad, so he's probably doing this. Yeah, I think this is a good play. Yeah, it's too much. I can't double this or anything, but a lot of good double hit stuff here. Or too much double hit stuff, I should say. Yeah, that's the play. Yeah, it's just still good 6. If you do hit, I think the best 6 is probably 20 to 14, but even that's not that clear. Because now he's like really open to being batted around. All right, I think I'm going to keep the midpoint and make the 4. Hitting doesn't seem to be worth that much there. And he's misclicking. He should just play 14 to 7. Good. 8 to 3 maybe, or 13 to 8. I don't like 6 to 1. I think I want to pay a shot now, get some flexibility. Just keep the mid. He's got to give up his anchor to hit me. And 13 to 8 could be okay too. There's more shots though. Quite a few more shots. $13 versus 50. I guess it's only 2 or 3 more shots. Yeah, 15 versus 13. I guess because 2, 2, 4, 4 were blocked. So yeah, 13 8 could be right there also. But like my midpoint. Don't know if it's better than the 8 or not. One thing, I have the 2-point made, so maybe the 8-point goes down in value a little bit. I'm spending a lot of time on this one. Okie dokie. Okay, let's solid up for a turn. Is there something else here? Doesn't look like it. Want to keep the board in case I get to hit him next turn, which I will not be doing, I think, unless he makes the 10-point. Shouldn't be crazy, although this is maybe unnecessary. It's up 17. Sort of argues for paying now. On the other hand, I do have to give something up now. Maybe make some, or at least make some concession in my position. I will hit him with 10s. No 10. Let's see, he's up 11. Yeah, I could reasonably cube this. I am taking, of course, because it's either a take or close on the race alone, and there's some decent contact for me. I don't think I would do that. But if I hit him, he hits me back, you know? Okay, looks like, oh, I can, maybe with all the checkers back there, I can actually like slow him down a little bit, get a shot on 6-6. On the other hand, he probably can't find a hit. Yeah, you can find a hit with 1-1 through 3-3 hits also, I think. Yeah, 3-3 hits. So let's do this. Race is quite close now. I would have slowed it. See, I would have slowed him down a little on this because he wouldn't have been able to put a checker on this 5-point. All right, I'm only up 4. I'm a little bit more, maybe a couple pips more efficient than he is. So it's not enough. I am winning, cubeless winning, due to the efficiency stuff, but you know, down in the pip count, obviously, it makes it a little hard to find a double there. This. Yeah, it's nothing, right? Down 4. Bad number here, maybe. Yeah, bad number here. So I'm going to do a quick Keith count here. So 24, 25, 28 on the Keith count. He's got 23, 25, 26. Yeah. This might be a, I don't know, is this a pass already? Like, I believe the Keith count has it as close money take. If I'm doing that right. So it's at least a double. I mean, the Keith count would have to be off by a lot for this not to be a double. It probably has it right. The position doesn't look that odd to me, and you know he's up 1 pip in the race, so I think I'm doing that right. 24, 25 plus 3 is 28. He's got 23 and then a penalty of 3, 26. Yeah, I think I am doing. So he's up 2 in the Keith count, which means he has a take, but it's like right. It's one pip more for him to be a pass. Not that Keith count's always that accurate, but I mean it's sort of a normal looking position. So I'd mostly trust it here. His gaps are. Oh, on the other hand, his gaps are quite bad. So I guess you could argue this is a pass. I don't know. But I would take it. I think his score is very money-like, I guess. I guess like probably the nominal take point's a little higher than normal, but he gets very powerful recubes to 8. I guess my take point's 24 there if I remember right. If he recubes me, which might happen. Pretty sure it's 24. 3 away, 7 away. Is he going to double me? That'd be crazy. Yes, it's 24. Okay, yeah, it's just going to be 4-zip most likely. Ooh, don't do that. Give yourself a chance to roll 6-6. There you go. That hurt my brain when he moved that checker. Because it's only a tiny error, but okay. So I'm up 4-zip. He's having internet issues. Might have to refresh his thing. Okay, so 4-zip. Let's play a little conservatively. Conservatism. Backgammon go, you might be able to hit here, although in that case it's probably pretty close. All right, let's not play that conservative. Let's do this. I don't know what I would do here. Make the 4, hit twice looks a little funny. I'll have to, actually splitting and playing 13-9 has its merits because of the 4 duplication. All right. So 3 away, many away. Sort of gave myself a rule that before doubling this position in like a gammonish type middle game position, I should estimate the wins for white because often it's like 30% or something, and then like in these middle game positions, and if it's like you can't really have a double at the score when he wins that much. But I'm often like doubling it anyways because I look, oh, it's a good money double. It's a very strong money double, so I should double at the score even. But it's just not. I think it's not good reasoning at the score. Okay, so this looks like 2s are duplicated. Don't roll 2-2, please. Yeah, I could keep things more connected, but it looks like it's more exposed. I'm making the 5 here. I would do this. The other play, it would have worked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? I think so. I could make the 1. Leaves the backman stuck though. Okay, let's try it. Guess another play is 13-7 with the last one instead of hitting, which would have worked a lot better. That might have been worth a look. I'm not taking this at the score. Even though he's got 2 guys trapped, but it's 0-4. You know, seems like pretty strong double for money. Pretty at least reasonable double for money. Isn't gammonish, so no thanks. No thanks at 0-4. All right, so we can make a 9 point and jump out with the 6. It looks pretty good. 9 point's a pretty good point here. This doesn't save that many shots. He's doing everything now. Hit him. Bah. Well, I'm definitely taking this. I don't even think I'd even cube it, even down 1-4, maybe 0-4. I guess he could lose his market after a good sequence. Is he going to hit twice? Oh, he can make. Let's see. Well, he can play 14-9. Okay, goes with it. This guy would probably hit twice here to up the gammons. Maybe getting a good cube on a bad number. It's a little hard to see him getting a strong cube in after making the 9, you know? Especially if I roll excellently. Do I want this anchor? See, I'm down 11. These guys can get stuck back there, though, so I don't know. I lose fewer gammons here. Not that I'm really getting gammon the other way much. I think I lose fewer gammas anyways. Less likely. I guess I'm less likely to get, since I'm spending like more pips in the backfield, I guess I'm more likely to get pulled off the anchor at an inconvenient time, you know? Like in other words, I got more timing on my home front after spending an extra 6 pips in the backfield. All right, I mean, you can do anything here, I guess. It's not like I'm hitting him next turn. Okay, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. One to four. Oh, I actually would probably cube that also. He seems to be playing okay. What's his PR? His PR is like 7 or 1 or something. Oh, he likes that idea. Okay. I bet he's not going to make the two, given how he's playing. Oh, he's getting all flexible. Yeah, I would just play 8 to 4 here, or this. This is okay, or 4 to 3 maybe. All right, just keep the midpoint. Keep the midpoint for another turn. But if I roll a 1 next turn, especially 6-1, it's kind of bad. So I'm gonna think to the future and do this. I don't know if the midpoint's doing that much. It does block 1-1, I guess. Okay, I do have. There is 6-1 here. I wish I played a little more flexibly last turn. Okay, any 6 here except for 6-6. Okay, I guess because because he has a lot of blot numbers, I don't think you want to break your board and leave a blot there, and it's to save a 6. I mean now I got to do it obviously. There's some temptation to clear the 5 here. I think the computer does this though. Just clear from the top. Like you kind of want to save a 5, but for some reason the computer doesn't like doing that. Oh, I wonder if he's going to play 6 to 3, 4 to 1. Now this is better though because he might be hitting me now. He's not hit. Oh, I get a shot. Sweet. Okay, so the recube. So 11% is going to be his take point. I say optimistically. Come on, get there, Alex. Okay, probably not getting there. Oh, crap. All right, so it's going to likely be 4 to 3. I got to be really careful about taking gammonish positions at that score. Just 4 away, and I'm winning the match. He's 4 away. Does this help? It does help on 5-5. This actually helps on 4-4. Huh. This helps on 6-6. I don't know. So I got 4-4 and 6-6 kind of work. This is probably wrong, but I'm going to try it. Okie dokie. Yeah, whatever. Okay. All right, yeah, 4 to 3. Good. 3 away, 3 away, 4 away. It's a little tricky for me to get in a good cube, especially like in these if it turns gammonish. Good slot here. I got only 1 checker back though. How about this? The hit numbers are duplicated with good point making numbers. Good. Like the 10. Oh, to try to. Oh, this 6 is going to be kind of bad. Okay, let's just play like so. Not up the gammons at all. Oh, he's going to up the gammons. Oh, do not dance. Okay, good. Okay, let's try to get out of there. I'm up in the race. Oh, no. Let's see how he plays the 6. Okay, does this. Okay, it's double pass now, I guess. That's pretty gammonish. Pretty reasonable cube for money, maybe. Okie dokie. I probably would take for money. Got sort of an inchoate prime here. This does open me up to attack though, so it's possible there's something better. Split with the 2, bring down to 3. This is okay. 5-4 is duplicated. Yeah, I don't know about this one. The split with a 3, bring down the 2 is also a play. Hopefully it's one of those 3 plays. Okay, try bitch making the 5. Could also make the 4 and the 2. This looks like better structure and easier to improve. Why not hit with the 3 there? Not that it's a great loose hit. Okay, this does hit. Shoot. Okay, sees it. Oh, this is a bad 4. This is a bad 4. Yeah, I should cube this, I think. I am taking, though. It's 3 away. So even if you wouldn't cube this for money, think you should cube at the score. But he's glad he didn't, because I was taking. Dance here I'm probably cubing. Got a lot of guys trapped, but again, it's 3 away. Definitely got a good edge here. He says LOL. That's backgammon, my friend. Okay, he deemed it a pass, or deemed it he didn't want to play this stupid game. Okay, 2 away, 3 away. It hit twice, I guess. Like this play gets his 10 point, which is okay. Possibly better. But he's leaving me alone, and I get to attack him now. If I like, which I do. I come in with the 5, hit with the 3. Maybe I can roll double 3s or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this, but this one feels right to me, especially at the score. The first push play looked as possible too. Okay, now I crush him. No crush. No crush. Dance again? No. Well, at least this way I might get a good Cuban at some point, despite the score. So his take point's like a raw 25. Even though he can redouble me to 4 right away. And gammons, he sort of kill my gammons by doubling. Kill both our gammons by doubling. I guess it's kind of getting there, I think. I still got quite a bit of work to do, and he has the shooter back there, though, so that kind of makes me not want to cube. Oh, where I would cube for money, because the gammas help there. I'm probably going to cube this, though. But he still has a take, I think. 25%. All this work to do. This guy's an asset back there. In fact, I sort of regret my cube right away. Shoot. Yeah, this might be right, I guess. If I hit him, the 4 is bad. Shoot. That keeps the block. Move that back guy, please. Move him. He's not going to move him, is he? He's going to play 13 to 9 here correctly. I can see it. I can see it. He's figuring it out. I mean, if Gammon's hurt him, there would be some argument for 24 to 20. But even there, like I might be a little tempted to keep it back and up, up the pressure. Like, I think he actually forced a shot with this, right? And it's not that clear how to play. I could do this. That's weird. That's a funny play. Um, keeps the block. Although not. Let's see, 10-9, 4-2. It's better. 4-point board, which is nice. Let's see what else. Oh, I could also just clear the 10, leave the shot over here. Huh. I'm gonna do this actually. Maybe he enters with the 5. Or he could dance, which is okay. There's no safe play, right? I'm not overlooking a safe play. No. Okay, let's try this. A little fancy. I also left him an extra shot, I guess. Extra 2 shots. Ugh. 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 Okay, good play. Now 6-6. 3-2. There's another shot. Oh my god. Everything I do is wrong. I'm not clearing the 6. They're breaking my 4. Can I leave them 4s at least? Duplicate is hitting 4s. Is that something here? I don't know. Something, I guess. Something like that seems okay. I guess I want to keep spread out. If I hit a fly shot, he's got a shot at this guy. All right, should I try to run and get missed? Maybe that's my best shot. Still got a solid race lead. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work. This is a good number, anyways. He can still make that. He can still make that point if I stay back, and I'm kind of dead, anyways. So I think I played that okay. Meanwhile, it's unlikely to work, but everything, it's when it works, it's tremendous. Now I think I played this okay overall. Let me start up XG, and we can go through it. I'm sure the computer will show me something. I think this is wrong. I think you don't want the checker on the ace point. Like I would do this. I would do this before putting 2 guys on the 6, 1 guy on the ace. This seems more flexible. And I would do this also, even though there's some other play where you stack the 2. Yeah, so I think he played that Baron okay. All right. Anyways. We may resign with a clean conscience. All right, download this. Open it up in XG. Okay, I know both players played pretty decently. Okay, I'm on the bottom. My opponent's on the top. Apparently, I screwed this early play up. Oh, Bart. Oh, I didn't see this actually. That's stupid. Yeah. I mean, I might have hit anyways, but I don't know. I was so enamored with hitting because he has a blot on his side of the board that I thought the 2 plays were entering with the 3 hit with the 5, which I guess is maybe better than my play. It's probably best, to do this. Keep the oh, it duplicates 5s a little bit. So the computer wants to do this. We can put it up on the board. I mean, I like the spare on the 8. It just got 5s and 4s over here, and like profitable hits over here are not that good. So I guess here, like so he's hitting here with 4s and 5s still, but I guess he's happy to hit with 1s, 2s, and 3s at least some of the time over here. So I guess this is more exposed despite him being up on the roof. But then of course this is like okay too, locking up the nice 10 point. Leaving no shots on my side of the board. Yeah, I should have seen that. I did see the other enter, and honestly, I did see the other enter and hit play, and I just missed it. Okay, so this is pretty clear. This is pretty clear. I thought a little bit about making the 20 here, but he's got, I guess, a 1 point board. Similar here. I only have a 1 point board, so I think he should enter with the 2 and hit with the 5, even though he has to give up his nice anchor to do it. If I had a 2 point board, maybe something else would be okay. And in fact, I thought maybe he didn't even make the second best play. Like, what about? Oh no, I guess I was thinking maybe enter with the 2 and then bring down the 5, but then that doesn't look right either because the distribution is bad in the outfield. Yeah, so his play is second best. And then yeah, I thought about making the 9 here. It lets him kind of swing away over here, and I got no anchor. But it looks nice over here, right? So I don't know. Compare that to this. He's not really attacking me effectively over here. I only in a double shot over here, and he gets to hit here. Turns out the argument's about balance outs. My play's probably wrong. Somehow he rolls a miss number though. All right, this looked okay at the time. So I make the 9 and the 2 and find one more basically. Computer also doesn't mind. No, I did see this actually. So the computer also makes the 9 and the 2 and finds one more, but it thinks 13 to 9s. I guess the computer likes my play, but 13 to 9 with the last one's okay too. Oh yeah, I didn't really like his 3, but apparently the computer likes it. I would have played 6 to 3 here, keeping the checker back. Yeah, oh, hitting. I don't like hitting here. Yeah, I mean, my play's probably right, 14 to 6. The computer doesn't mind this ugly thing, though. Hitting with the last spare on the 6. Leaving a shot while you're up in the race a little bit and have an anchor. I don't like that. I guess the downside of this is the distribution is kind of bad. Ooh, gives up the 9 point. Interesting. Or I didn't really consider these plays too much. Computer doesn't mind this. Giving up the 9, leaving no shots. Or this. Downgrading the board quality, leaving no shots, keeping the 9. I was sort of enamored with the 2 duplication after my play, 2s to hit, 2s to cover. He's pretty happy to hit with all or most 2s, though, I would guess. Oh, no, 6-2, yeah, 6-2 he doesn't hit with. He's correct not to. Okay, I avoid the hit here. I want my 4 point and I want my midpoint, and the hit doesn't do all that much. And I screw this up. I want to play 6 to 1. Yeah, I did see this. I thought because we're 13 days probably better than my play, but I saw 6 to 1. Obviously, it's the only safe play on the board, so you should see it. I just thought, I don't know, it's a little, he's gonna do stuff, and then it's a little hard for me to play productively. So I thought, well, maybe now's a good time to leave a shot somewhere. Yeah, computer just wants to play all safe and screw up the front position a little bit. Admittedly, my play does give up a pretty important asset. Same with 13 to 8. And obviously, you hate to be hit. I think he is hitting with even a 2-1 here. Fine. Sort of get the picture here. I should be playing just all safe, I thought about this. I think my play is fine. Good. I do want to slot my 5 and keep my mid, but it doesn't. He doesn't have too much trouble playing next turn, right, with these spares. So I sort of do this to get flexibility. It takes pressure off his midpoint, though. It does allow him to play 15 to 4. And yeah, double take is good. Yeah, I'd say there's 11. Yeah, 11 pips. Yes, right on the. For on the race alone, it's right around 12% of the leader's pip count. So it's like a close take pass decision on the race alone. But obviously, the contact favors me. So I just move into a race. Yeah, you could leave one guy back there, I guess. No, the computer doesn't like it. I was thinking because of the three blots, you could do something like this. But then I saw like at least double threes and double ones hit, possibly yeah, double twos hits also. So yeah, there's actually a bunch of hit numbers here. There's only one blot number 6 6. You know, I do slow him down though on numbers like this where like he wants to put a checker on the five for the race. And then I don't think I miss a cube. Although I screwed this up somehow. How do I screw up a bear off this badly? 0.04. That's a pretty big error for the bear off, you know. So my thinking at the time was, okay, so the gap on the four is going to be worse than a gap on the two. So I wanted to fill in the higher like semi gap. I know it's not like a real gap because there's already a checker there. So that's why I did this. Yeah, there's a gap on the one that's a little hard to fill in now. Because like the ones miss, but the ones don't fill in the gap. And another thing going on is that the 3 point is stacked higher than the 5 points. And like for instance, if you do the right play, the gaps are like a little complementary. Right? So if I roll like a one, the one plays productively either 2 to 1 or 5 to 4. And if I gap on the four later, I can play 5 to 1, filling in a gap with a missing four. Mostly I think it's the one. So like what's going on here? Like if I gap on the two, well, if I gap on the two later, the twos do play productively. But if I hit the gap right away on the ones don't play quite as productively, I guess. So I guess that combined with the bigger stack makes it better to play 3 to 2. I don't know. Should this have been obvious to me? I did it. I did consider 3 to 2, but I dismissed it based on the fact that usually you want to fill in the higher gap. You know, I'm a little embarrassed that I made a bear off error this large. So I do want to take a look at a couple of variants. You know, like maybe the open 6 point has something to do with it also. Okay, so like for instance, you do this. The stacked argument goes the other way, right? You want to unstack the heavier point. So I guess I'd be surprised if 3 to 2 is right here. Okay, 3 to 2 is wrong. 3 to 2 is wrong here. So this was the original position. And then what do we put like another guy on the 6? Does that change anything? Probably not. No, it does. Yeah, no. For some reason, the open 6 point matters. Why does that matter so much? Yeah, I don't really get that. Like here, you do play 5 to 4, but the arguments seem similar, don't they? Like the arguments for like unstacking the 5 point or unstacking the 3 point seems very similar to this position, and yet the plays are different. So I don't get that. Is it because if you get a little thin on the 5 point here and you roll like two sixes, if you roll a bunch of sixes, you waste too much? Is that the thing? Like for instance, like you do this here, you don't waste on like your sixes as much. Whereas like if it's this position, I avoid the 5 point later, and then the sixes waste more. If that makes sense. So you want the extra checkers on the 5 when the 6 point is empty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you have any thoughts, leave me your thoughts in the comments. Because that surprises me. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that 3 to 2 is better in the original position. Um, I'm a little surprised my play's wrong by 0.045 though. Um, but it strikes me as a little surprising that that having an extra checker on the 6 swings the play there. Hmm. And I don't think it has to do with the fact that like I'm worse in the race. Like we can make him a little worse in the race, you know. And still likes 5 to 4. Yeah, I don't know. Boy, there's just errors floating everywhere in this game. Like you think, okay, I got a good handle on this part of the game, and then you do something like this that's like surprisingly, this is wrong by a surprising margin for like some arcane reason that you haven't come across before in 25 years of playing, 25 plus years of playing. I mean, it's what makes backgammon so interesting. You know, there's all this stuff to know. Um, a lot of times, just like non obvious, even after you see it. Yeah, this position looks sort of fine. And then I don't miss a cube here. That'd be bad to cube this. And then okay, yeah, double big take here. Did I get the Keith count right? I wonder. Analyze. So you can go to analyze race formulas, and then you get a pop up. I know you don't see the pop up. Yeah, I did have the Keith count right. It's a difference of 2. He's up by 2 in the Keith count. It says this redouble take for money, and then I just win. Okay, yeah, don't make the 20 here when you can make the 7 and the 5. And then 2-1. Yeah, I knew the hit was a little questionable here because I'm using that last checker on the 6 to hit on the 3 point when the 4 point is open. So that's a pretty gross loose hit. So I did see the other option, the other options, 24 to 21 or 23 and 11. Apparently the computer likes 23 and 11. I don't like the fact that I'm getting attacked down there though. So I was like, oh, okay, I got the stronger board, so why not hit? But yes, just too anti-positional apparently. You're supposed to do something else and just try to survive, survive the attack. Yeah, somewhat close play here. It's sort of like keeping things. I sort of like disconnecting the checkers here. Stay a little bit more out of harm's way. Good 2 duplication. Yeah, makes a good play here. Yeah, I wasn't totally sure about this one, but it felt natural to escape a guy. Making the 1 is sort of a candidate too, but it leaves the backmen stuck and it's still shots in the outfield. Okay, good roll here, and then I don't want to take this. Could argue it's a take for money, but if you can only argue it and you're not sure, and it's 0-4 in a gammonish position, then it's pretty easy to find the pass. Like unless you're super duper sure this is a take for money, since it's obvious it's gammonish, don't take at the score. Yeah, it's a take for money, but it's not a huge take for money. So that was sort of the extent of my thinking. Okay, now it's 4-1. Okay, so I didn't like his 6-4 play. Yeah, 6-4 play isn't right. Yeah. This is actually the daily puzzle, which somehow I got wrong, even though it's like the same play as this. Um, I guess it's a little different. Um, yeah, obviously you want your 9 points. It's a pretty good asset, right? So it's worth the extra shots. Um, to do this play, it's only 13 shots in the outfield. Like one problem with this, for instance, there's still a bunch of shots in the outfield. It's still all 8s and 2 10s. It's still 8 shots, and so yeah, it's worth an extra. You don't think of it as like you don't think of this play as 13 shots. You think of it as like 5 extra shots, only 5 additional shots versus the play that makes the 9. And getting hits like not a big deal because I only have a 1 point board. That was a problem in the daily puzzle. I sort of looked at it wrong though. In the daily puzzle on Backgammon Hub, it's a very similar play, but the opponent's board was stronger, so I was like, all right, I should play safe and not make the 11 point. But yeah, it still wasn't like that dangerous to do the 11 point making play. It wasn't that much more dangerous, I should say. That's what I missed. All right, 3-2. I kind of don't remember this play, but the computer wants to come up with the 3 under the gun and play 13 to 11. It's close with bringing two guys down. Yeah, no, I don't really get this. I mean, you're not really up in the race, so why not just build 6-3, 5-4, both duplicated. It's 3-3's kind of duplicated with my three play. Yeah, I don't really get that either. Computer wants to do this. Try to escape the backman at a time when you're down in the race and kind of getting attacked here. It might be a little score based. Like one thing going on is my play. I'm bringing two guys down, both wins and loses more gammons. So that makes the cube more valuable for white and less valuable for black. So the score might actually swing the play here because it's so close. But it's going to be close. It's going to be close anyways. Yeah, it's just close anyways. But it still likes coming up for money. That surprises me a little bit. Anyway, she punishes my slightly wrong play. Good. Okay, yeah, I thought a little bit about making the 21 here because I'm down in the race. So I think that is an argument for making the 21 versus the 18. I just thought I'm a little more. I could just kind of get stuck here, and the timing could go against me because it's not that hard for him to fill in one or both of these points. So yeah, my play does get gammoned a little less for the reasons I said. Even though I could conceivably I can get closed out here after leaving the anchor, or even before I leave the anchor somehow. I guess that's pretty remote. Yeah, but his double's okay. Up 16 pips. So now it's a pass on the race alone. But of course, there's enough contact here to make it a very easy take. One thing going on is the score also. I should be cautious about taking at the score, not just because I am up in the match, but because he's 6 away. So if I take and lose 2, he gets to a very comfortable 4-way score. Although I think XG doesn't think that's a huge deal. I think I've seen this before. It might still be a double for money, actually, even though it seems like the score should be a big deal. I don't think the computer considers it such a big deal. Yeah, somehow the computer doesn't consider this score a big deal. See, it's not that. I mean, it's a bigger take, but it's still a pretty decent double. Let's see. So take by 0.23 at the plus eval for money. At the score, it's take by 0.17. Okay, so it matters 0.06 on the take pass. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to matter for the double, no double decision for some reason. You would think with a closer take pass, it should be a bigger double. But yeah, the computer doesn't seem to care that much. But anyways, good double, good take. And my play's fine. Well, I probably should slot why not slot the 3 here? It's not like I'm hitting next turn, So I should play 8-4, 8-3. Build the board a little faster. Yeah, you can play 8-2, 6-1. But look how 6-1 is bad for me next turn. But also look how 5-1 or 4-1 plays. I got to either leave a shot or really compromise my my front position. So I do this and I get flexibility forever. Does not block 1-1 though. And then I regretted this a little bit. I thought maybe I should do something a little more flexible. But no, locking up the 6' is fine. You might roll 6-1. I don't remember what. I think he rolls 3-3 at some point. But I miss and lose. And then it's 4-3. Okay, I was thinking that was gonna 24-21 again. Likes it better than my play. Oh yeah, but it wants to. I just see this 13-11, 6-5. Duplicating ones because the ones make the 5 points, and they hit. And obviously you're happy if you get away with this. 6. I guess was he hitting? Yeah, maybe he doesn't even hit with all his aces. Some of his aces he definitely hits with, like 2-1, 6-1. We can take a look at it. Like I saw this and I was like, well, I don't necessarily want to up the gammons at this score. 4 away, 3 away. Again, he's going to get like a good cube in if if we up the gammon. So it's like I don't want to leave extra blot there. Extra blots and shots. So I went a little conservative. 13-11, 24-23. Still getting okay build power. What I'm thinking is maybe it's not even that dangerous. Okay, so 1-1 he hits and makes the 5. 1-2, 1-2 he hits and makes the 9. That's very clear. See, 1-3. I mean, now in order to hit, he has to forgo making the 5 points. So he forgoes like the 21 and the 5 in order to hit. So it's not like that clear he should hit, right? In fact, if he hits, the 3 doesn't play good. So maybe you don't even hit with 1-3 here. Yeah, you don't hit with 1-3 here, despite the score. And despite the fact that hitting wins more gammons. Similar with 1-4. And actually, 1-4 you could hit and make the 9, so I would do that. 1-5. 1-5, there's no good point making numbers, so you hit with that. 1-6, you can hit twice if you hit. So you do that. Yes, I guess 1-3 is the only huge discount. But still, with 1-4, you know, he's got to forgo making his 5 at least. Also, you kind of don't like playing 24-23 by a little bit. Still stuck, and you might get attacked. And he has a spare on his 8 point. But anyways, I make this 5 point naturally. Okay, I do not run with the 6 here. Although it wouldn't be bad apparently to do this, duplicate 3s. I don't think I considered that play honestly. Like I think I saw jumping out with the 5 and playing 8-2, which is bad, right? Yeah, that's bad. It's very bad. But yeah, somehow I mean my play's fine, 13-2. Yeah, somehow he doesn't mind this or this. Again, he has to give up his anchor to hit a lot of the time. And again, you don't want to put a guy on your 2 point either. And then yeah, I assume just a double big pass. Yes, even too good. Yeah, I guess pass for money. Pretty big pass for money also. Okay, good. Did okay here. My first impulse was definitely to sort of split twice, get to the edge of this prime, but I thought, okay, I'm getting attacked too much there. I thought he could maybe. Was there a turn he could have cubed this? Yeah, should hit here. It hits here correctly. Yeah, why not double? Why not double after my 4-1 at the score? I guess it's pretty close. 3 away, 3 away, 3 away now. And I wasn't sure what was going on with this, but I knew I kind of had to double because it wasn't, especially at the score, it was not clear to me he had to take. So the double was instantaneous for me. I wouldn't have been, honestly, it's a big pass. I would not have been totally sure about the take pass decision. I mean, I probably would have found it due to the score. But I guess it's a pass for money, and I don't know if I would have found that pass for money. It's only 1-1. I guess this blot's probably a pretty big clue. That is a pass. Like you can probably take this for instance. Yeah, pretty big difference. Having that third blot out there. Even though it's not in direct range, it's just like it's likely to get hit at some point. So good thing to pay attention to. Other blots strewn around the board, it does often swing the decision. Good double, good pass. Okay, I'm up 2 away, 3. Oh yeah, I double kind of question. There's some questionable doubling decisions this game maybe. So we'll take a look. What should we do with 3? I hit twice with the 3. Should hit twice with the 3-2. I hit him, go to the 4, play nice and safe. I go after him on the 5. Hit him in the backfield. He dances lovely. He gets us 20, and I make a lot of progress. Like, I started thinking about cubing at this point. And I guess you could argue it's a double for money. But, like, I win 14% gammons here, apparently. Maybe 15. So that's an argument for not doubling 2 away, 3 away, where doubling kills your gammons. He only wins 4 or 5% gammons. And I got a little better, and I'm like, well, I can maybe cube this, but it's not still. The arguments are the same, you know? Double for money, not at the score. And I improve a lot, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should be cubing this now. The computer doesn't quite like it yet. And maybe it likes it on a rollout. He wins 25, 26 plus after double take. Yeah, you don't want to look at, so if you want to see how much he wins after doubling, you actually don't look at this number yet. See, it says winning chances, no double. Click for double take. You actually have to click it to get his opinion after double take. So it's like 26 because he's going to stay back forever. After double take, no double. He's not gonna keep that checker back. So he wins less. So that's why, it's a pretty solid take, but take points 25, almost exactly 25. So you would think, oh, okay, it's only take by 0.6. So why is it a pretty solid take here? It's because I didn't click here. 10, 6, 4, 1. Did I see this? So let's see. I played 9 to 2. Keeping all the structure in the outfield and just leaving one blot. So yeah, I kind of like that. I would do that again. The computer has this other idea where it hits and then plays 10 to 6, leaving some extra shots and an extra blot, but hitting them, sort of pushing them up or making them dance sometimes. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely did see this. I mean, maybe this is the time to do it before his board comes together, Leave the extra shot, leaves the extra danger before he can put his board together. Like I do this, I get away with it. I still have to worry. Oftentimes I still have to worry about this blot. You do the right play, I guess you don't have to worry about this blot sometimes, like if he enters with a 5-6, for instance. So yeah, residual stuff. All right, fine. I got a little fancy here. I did see this play. It looks pretty clean, flexible. That's the right play, clearing the 10. I sort of convinced myself to do this. There's probably a better hit play. So what? A 3 to 2, 3 to 1. Oh yeah, why didn't I do that? I should have done that. So it leaves 2 fewer shots. Maybe I even looked at this first. Yeah, I sort of overlooked this, but maybe I had it up. I might have even had it up on the board at one point. But you want to leave 11 shots and not 13 shots. And if he could just enter here and like camp there, put pressure on this guy forever. So they're here. If he enters without hitting, he's sort of on a better spot for me. Yeah, so that was kind of dumb. 3-2, brutal. Brutal. All right, so I did see the save play, 6 to 4, 6 to 3. I couldn't stomach it though. It looks like I'm gonna have trouble, clearing this position. So I was like, that's too ugly. So I found this play, 12 shots. Computer actually wants to do this, leave 11 shots and no blot in the board pretty reasonably. I'm not sure I saw that. All right, so my plan's okay here. It's a little too unlikely to work. And 9 to 2 is sort of productive, so I can buy it. It makes the 4-point board, And it doesn't work, and I lose. That was a bummer. So what happened that match? I mean, cube action was perfect for me. It made a lot of checker play errors. One checker play blunder, which was this. Most people are probably getting this one right, I would say. 6-1 isn't. I guess six. I guess the point is 6-1 isn't too bad compared to leaving a shot and giving up a decent point. Fine. I think I've made this same error many times, but it's hard. I mean, sometimes plays like mine are correct. Like probably if his board was weaker, my play would be right. Like I don't know this say. There are 13. I mean, 13-8 is better than 8-3, I guess. But um, like maybe it's a decent time to get some to pay a shot to get some flexibility here before he puts his board together. It's probably still not right by a lot if it's right at all though. Like 6-1 is probably still okay here. Yeah. So it's probably yeah, 8-3 is actually better than 13-8 for some reason here. I don't know why. Like I don't know why he prefers 8-3 to 13-8 here and not in the original position. But anyways, yeah. So I guess I didn't pay enough. I guess because his board is together in the match position, it was this position. I should be more reluctant to leave a shot to just get some flexibility. Like 6-1, I would have found the safe play because it's sort of productive in itself, a little bit, anyways, or less destructive, I should say, than 6-1 with the 4-1 I rolled. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off now. I guess I played okay. I guess probably some stuff I could have gotten right. I'm still a little surprised by the size of that bear off error though. That's kind of funny. To make such a big error in the bear off like that. Maybe we should give that one to Marty. See what he says about it. Marty Storer probably has some opinions. Um, maybe maybe I'll also give him the position with the 6 point, having an extra checker on it too, and see what he says. See if he gets the right plays for the right reasons. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm going to sign off now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this, and we will see you next time.